Baby, we can talk about Revelations, reset the scene.
Hello, everyone. There we go. Yes. Hello. Here we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Or maybe we could just be silent. Let me see. Here we go. Listen to Jill Sky, y'all. My vibes are high, clearly. We live. Hi, everybody.
Hi. Okay, 1 second. I think my audio is acting really funny. Let me double check on this. Okay. Are we good?
Yes, AirPods, and you can hear me, right?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. Let me make sure.
Hello?
Okay, now I feel like your audio might be a little bit behind.
Okay, let me join back in.
Okay, yes. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hello, hello. Everyone drop where you're coming and joining us from below. Hello, hello, hello. Where you guys at? Yes, it is Mercury in retrograde right now because yes, Jesse, that is honestly probably the culprit. And you guys can hear me fine, right? We're good. Yes. All right. Yeah. Okay. Birmingham, Alabama, VA. What's up? Yes. Yes. Okay. Brooklyn, Brooklyn. Out. Okay. 1 second. All right. We have Kaylen coming back. Here we go, guys. Yes.
There you are.
Yes. There
Okay.
you are.
Yes.
Hi, babe. How are
I'm
you?
good. How are you? I haven't seen you in like 3 whole years.
Years. Yes. First
I'm
off,
looking crazy.
yes, you are not looking crazy, baby. You are naturally stuck, and I am here for it
Thank you.
all. Yes. I'm loving all of this. What's up, babe? Yo, it's been so long since I've seen you. I'm gonna get into how we met and all that good
Okay.
stuff. But first, to anyone who's joining me from Kaylen's page, welcome. This is Soul Sister Network's Master Manifestors. My name is Kanique Swinson, and I'm the founder of Soul Sister Network. We are a community specifically for women of color that's all about connection and manifesting your best life, and just helping our sisters manifest their best life as well. So that is exactly why I launched Master Manifestors, for constant inspiration from women who look like me on how they're making their best life the best. So let's get into
I'm
it.
so proud of you.
Thank you so much, babe. First off, I'm proud of you. That's first. Let's get into it because I need you guys to know how I actually met Kaylen. We met, right? Okay, so we met I used to work in the entertainment industry. We met at one of my jobs at one of my old record labels, and she was sitting in the lobby because she was there for a business meeting. And somehow, like, keep in mind, I'm in the middle of my job. I'm working, y'all. So somehow in the middle of my job, me and her end up sitting in the front lobby talking for, it was at least like an hour and a half or 2 hours. I don't know why I was even away from my desk that long.
Yep.
Don't ask me. But you know how it is when you meet someone and you're just like, dang, our souls have crossed each other before. That's exactly what it was like when I met Kaylen. And then we started following each other on Instagram. And I was like, I mean, I knew she was popping, but like, she's popping. Like, what's up?
Oh, stop it.
Yes. Okay. So I'll let you do your full like intro. Miss Professional, Entrepreneur Extraordinaire. Let's get into it.
My goodness. So just first of all, how is everybody doing? Please let us know in the comments.
Please.
Because it's been an emotional roller coaster with everything that's going on, and today has been one of my ups and downs, highs and lows. But I'm speaking to you guys casually today. My name's Kaylen Zahara, socially known as Amazed by Kay, just to give you like a very brief and shallow description of what's going on over here. I've been a content creator and influencer for about roughly 5.5, going on 6 years. I started off with modeling and then reality TV. And my influencer career just took off. And from there, my platform, I brought like a twist of purpose. Like I was still soul searching. So I decided to add some spirituality to me because it's really who I am. I started to add some, you know, educational or self-development videos. And then it turned into, now I'm a talent agent for influencers. And then I've got this consulting firm.
We love to hear it. Yes, baby. Yes.
You know, just that, but that's the surface level of it all. So that's me, and hello everybody.
Yes, jack of all trades over here.
Trying to be a master.
Yes, come on, Master Manifestor. I'm gonna get into it. Yes, because I've never told you this, but I'm gonna shout you out. After I started following Kaylen, right? She consistently posted nothing but inspirational stuff on her page and on her story. And I wasn't following anyone else like that at the time. And seeing everything that you reposted all day literally inspired me to change my entire Instagram account, girl. Literally. And it was you. That's the tea. And I've never told you that before, but that's the tea, sis. The tea is I was like, yo, she posts inspirational stuff all day long. And I would look forward to your post. That was the tea. The tea was like, oh, Kaylen posted. I'm about to get this manifestation, this mood boost real quick. Let me go to her page and see something. Yes, that was it. And I was like, okay, this is it. And it made me change who I followed, because then I was like, yo, I never see anything inspirational on my account. And then I was like, why?
Truth.
Maybe I should stop following like the Shade Room and World Star Hip Hop. No shade to them, no shade. But then I was like, maybe I should just be a little bit more intentional on who I follow. So shout out to you, Queen. I'm gonna give you your flowers right now.
I appreciate that. Yes. I'm happy because that's one of my main reasons for doing that. I'm like, I know I'm not perfect. I'm not at my like optimum prime version of myself. Did I say it right?
Not optimum prime, girl. Yes.
Yeah, is it Optimus? What is it? Anyways.
Oh, you know what? I do low-key think it's Optimus. Clearly, it's the blind leading the blind here, girl.
See, I told you I'm not there. But I said, you know what, along my journey, the least I can do is, as I'm awakening to myself, awaken other people. So,
yes.
And you know, it's funny that you say that. I got that vibe from you. Because
really?
You would tap in so much. I mean, as soon as those posts would be going up, and it was for a couple years straight, just like, boom, I appreciate this. And then I would go on your story and I would see the same. I was like, you were
putting me up on game, sis. That's what I'm telling you. I was like, okay, Healing Energy Tools, never heard of them, but I'm going to follow them. And if you guys don't follow Healing Energy Tools, they give you affirmations and positive vibes every morning, and I need them. I live by them.
That's right.
But yes, let's get into it. So I want to preface by saying, so normally what this conversation is supposed to be is the guest who comes on tells us about like one really dope thing that they've manifested. And what I love about Kaylen, because she's such a boss, is when I messaged her and I was like, hey, so this is what it's supposed to be about. She was like, you know what? Let's get into like a manifesting 101. Like, let's give your audience the real tea. Like, let's tell people like the jewels. Let's tell them how to manifest and give people the breakdown of like how you manifest and how I manifest. And if you guys have your journals, get them ready. If you don't, run and go get them real quick, because I know that she's about to give us some real knowledge. Because again, I'm not here to toot up her horn, but we're here, so we might as well.
Right?
So, like, if you guys go to her page and see the things that she's manifested in her own life, that's a reason why she's an inspiration to me. And I'm sure literally the over 100,000 followers that you have. So let's get into it. Babe, what is manifestation to you? And how'd you get into it, mama?
Okay. So disclaimer, I'm talking to you guys casually, so everybody get ready. Let's write some stuff down, because I did make sure I took notes for myself. I'm like, don't forget to tell this. Okay, so
exactly, yes,
we're just being candid and casual. So, and also remember, you guys are here to get my take on it. I'm not saying it has to be right or wrong. Take what resonates and keep it moving and do some more research.
Yes,
So
because
I would say,
before you start, I'm just going to enter this. Before we start giving our tips, guys, know that like just like life is a journey for everyone, manifesting is a journey for anyone. So what
yep,
might have worked for me might not work for Kaylen, and then vice versa. So I just want to
yes,
preface that. But what helps is like I think everything happens in divine timing. So there's a
yes,
reason why you guys are here. There's a reason why you're about to hear these messages. So just open up and receive them, baby. You know?
yeah.
Okay, now get into
Okay.
it.
All right. So I would have to say the first thing that comes to mind with
Mm-hmm.
manifesting is it's transformational. I'll say
Mm,
that. And I
mm,
say that because my journey with manifesting, I had to understand and realize manifesting is the metaphysical, it's energy, it's frequency.
mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
transformational. Manifesting, whether you know it or not, is not a
Mm-hmm.
surface level thing,
Yep.
right? Whether you're conscious of it or not. So
Mm-hmm.
let's get into my journey of manifesting.
Yes.
I was introduced to the law of attraction around the age of 11, 12 in middle
Mm.
school. My mom put me onto it. She had been watching Oprah's special about The Secret. Y'all
Come on,
remember
The
that?
Secret. Yes,
Remember
we
that?
do.
Okay. So she was like, look, you got to watch this hour Oprah special with Rhonda Burns and everybody else that was on the panel from the
Mm-hmm.
book. We're going to watch the DVD. She had me read books. Boom. I
Yes,
was a
mama.
little at 11, 12, just like, you stay trying to like
Mm-hmm.
tell me something. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yes.
resistance. It was
Mm-hmm.
like, girl, bye.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, this is my journey, my my
Exactly. Yep.
purpose. That
Mm-hmm.
subconscious was like, I'm gonna take a little bit of what your mama just said, and I'm gonna just
I'm
plant
gonna
that
keep it
seed.
here, right there.
Right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I moved forward. Imagine you're 11. Everything is surface level. It's superficial as hell.
Very,
So
of
moving
course.
forward, she kept pressing that on me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started to like, okay, the seed was sort of planted. So I played a game with myself and her, right? I was trying to test it.
Mm.
I
Come
said, all
on,
right,
Cass, at
let's,
11.
yeah,
Oh
yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm 26 now, by the way. So do the math.
my God. Yes.
So I started with a vision board, and there was this
Mm.
purse at Target, honey. It was a black purse. I'll never forget it. It was a cute,
Come on,
them little Dior.
Tarjay.
Yeah, them
Yes.
little Dior bags.
Mm-hmm.
Target has something like that too, but it was gold
Mm-hmm.
and silver hearts. Let me know if you
Okay,
remember that and
boo.
be my
Let's go.
age. So I put that on this vision board, and I hid it up under my bed.
Mm.
It took about a week and a half, and my mom, I get home from school, she's sitting on the couch, I go straight to my room. She's like, Bobby, that's my nickname. I got something for you from Target. I said, okay.
Mm.
Ooh, all right, it's a Target gift. She's
Hello?
sitting there, she grinning biggest day. And she starts pulling stuff out. She's like, oh, I got you this. And it was like necessities, essentials. I'm like,
Not necessities.
mm. I didn't ask for the necessities. And in the last moment, she goes, I got this other one. It was another Target bag behind her. And she pulls it out, and it was the goddamn purse.
Come on, God. Yes.
I lost my mind. But that was spirit, right? That was spirit making it real and true for me, because I was supposed to be on this journey. So ever since that day, my subconscious was like, whoop, we believe.
Yep.
However, trials and tribulations and hormones and emotions and being affected by my environment with, toxic abuse, just all kinds of shit going on, right? We're kids. We're inner city kids. We grew up around a lot of shit. That got in the way of being like, oh my gosh, after this day, I'm going to be so positive. I'm going to be conscious. I'm going to be metaphysical. I'm going to understand energy. I didn't start really applying the non-surface level. And the surface level was vision boards, affirmations, pretend to be positive until I was about 19.
Yeah.
Boom. All right, let's jump into 19. I gotta do this story for you guys so you can understand what I mean when I say what I say when I'm done telling the story.
Yeah.
So we're 19. I'm in a toxic domestic violence relationship, keeping all of that to myself. And it took that relationship to make my subconscious remember 11 years old that we can create what we desire. We are creators. So at 19, I picked up the book, Rhonda Byrne, once again, who wrote The Secret. I picked up, she has 2 additional. It is The Magic and the Power.
Yep.
I advise everybody who read The Secret and was like, this really it didn't help me manifest because it was so surface level. You
Yeah,
have to
it
read the
was.
sequels, Power and the Magic. I picked that up, and I believe I want to say The Magic. It's a 28-day program where you have to do things for 28 days. And so this is where I went into the non-surface level of manifesting, and it became a spiritual journey, and it became a reprogramming of the subconscious mind. It became healing my inner child. It became healing my trauma. It became erasing limiting beliefs. And my life has never been the same since. And it's been all in its glory since that 19 and forward. So I want to say that to you guys because for me, my manifestation journey was backwards. I started with the surface level part of things, like let me do a vision board and get a purse. Versus for you, it was never that, and you stepped into the spiritual side. And so if you have never manifested, you don't know what we're talking about. I want to say, and I encourage you, start with the spiritual energy metaphysical side first, because that is the true work. In order to manifest, you have to understand energy and frequencies. We are an entire energy field, our entire body. And it's an aura field. Now, once again, disclaimer, we're talking candidly. So please understand, if you hear me say something wrong, just come on, y'all. Give me benefit of the doubt. So our body is an aura field, right? We're energetic beings. And let's say your desire is you live in poverty and you want to achieve to being, give me somebody, throw somebody out there that's like an icon. Give me something.
Oprah.
Go ahead. Okay. Say you want to be an Oprah, right? Billionaire.
Boom.
Miss Independent. Don't need nobody. All right.
Period.
All right. But you don't know how to bridge that gap. You have to understand that if we are energetic beings, the same energy that Oprah vibrates on, the wealth, the well-being, the prosperity, the support, the admiration, the fame, etc., that is a certain energy level. So that energy level, let's put it into adjectives. That's going to be joy. That's going to be love. That's going to be self-love, self-worth, self-esteem. It's going to be everything that is positive. And in order to achieve and bridge the gap from where you are with poverty and low self-esteem and making ends meet and look, I'm about to go into another part. Stay with me, and I'll use that myself too. In order to bridge that gap to go to Oprah, you then have to understand how energy works. And that energy would be, it is your job daily to feel and vibrate on those frequencies of those emotions we just listed. Okay?
Exactly.
So I want to point out, a lot of people don't realize you are manifesting constantly.
Exactly. I want to star what you're saying right now, because I think people are like, okay, I either do believe in manifesting or I don't believe in manifesting. But the real tea is like, whether you believe it or not, it's always happening. Boo. You know what I mean? Like, whether you think that you actively are or you aren't, you are regardless. So while you're having this conversation, babe, like, it's happening, you know?
Absolutely.
And what you're saying, I feel like for me, so your journey, you started off with The Secret, right? And that's like such a great starting point. I never tell people to finish with that, but I always encourage people to start with it because it opens up your mind a little bit and shows you what's possible. And I feel like for me in the beginning, so my process, I also got introduced around like high school, maybe like 13 or 14. I'm also 26. What up? And for me, when I started, similar to what you said, it was vision boards. It was really surface level. But eventually I got to a point where like it became very spiritual for me because I grew up in the church. So I realized at a certain point that spirituality and manifestation are for me the same thing, and that if I'm not right spiritually, it was hard for me to manifest. And the first thing that I realized was a block for me in manifesting, it took me years of doing this, guys, for me to realize this, is that I didn't give myself permission to want the stuff that I knew I wanted. And when I say that, it's like if I say mentally I want to be on Oprah's level, I would shut it down before I would even let it breathe or live. And I realized that I did that with so many goals. Like, let me know in the comments if you guys have ever done that. If you think a thought and you're like, yo, it would be really dope to get this or do this, but before you even have a chance, you shut it down. Let me know in the comments if I'm crazy. Yeah. Have you ran into that before?
So that's what I was gonna say next is understanding that you're manifesting regardless. So let's talk about that right there. I'm just gonna give a quick example. You experiencing all that you do not desire is your manifestations. Okay? What you are living in this present moment is a result of your thoughts, your conditioning and programming in your subconscious mind from the world, from society, your mama, your daddy, your aunties, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, everything. And it is projecting from the subconscious to the conscious mind, which is a projector on a wall. So everything you're living right now is you, boo. That is manifesting, whether you want to believe it or not. So with me saying that right there, if you're like, God damn, so you're telling me I'm the one that continues to manifest this, making ends meet and not ever having enough and my heart being broken and fuck boy after fuck boy. Yes, because you are not conscious of the power of your subconscious mind and your conditioning, your limiting beliefs, the things that you're focusing on, the things that you're speaking on. Universe, right? Because we're talking about law of attraction, which is basically the statement that your thoughts become things. And I'm gonna break that down a little bit more. It's not about, oh my gosh, I'm thinking about a purple elephant, therefore it's gonna pop into my face. That's not how it works. You can think something and it not manifest at all. However, your thoughts, if it triggers emotion, which then triggers your beliefs about the shit, that is when you build momentum and you send an order straight up to what created you. And what created you goes, baby girl, I'm always on your side. So whatever you thinking about and you feel the most, I'm gonna give it to you because I'm here to serve you. That's how this stuff works. So if you want to bridge that gap and change things and understand and really resonate with what I just said, you then have to go, okay, it's time for me to watch my thoughts, watch my words and my emotions, but most importantly, reprogram this subconscious mind. Because everything, you can think about all the things you want. You'd be like, I want to be Kylie Jenner, Oprah, Rihanna, Beyonce. You could say all that, but if your subconscious mind does not support that belief, it's never going to manifest for you.
I love that. Let me enter in here and ask you, so when you were at your point, right, you said you were in a negative relationship, things were not going your way, and you wanted to rejigger that, right? So for anyone else who's out there and they're like, okay, so I know I want to manifest, I now know that it's me who's manifesting these things into my life that I don't want. What would you recommend people do to change that? What are some really good starting points for people to get into it? Hey, let's do it. Let's get it.
So remember what I said. Manifestation is transformative. It is spiritual. It is inner work. So what you have to do is, this is not to be hard on yourself. This is not to be like, oh, yo, I'm manifesting the bullshit, because a lot of people resistance. They shut down. They be like, hell no, that ain't the truth. That's not what we're here to do. It's awareness, self-awareness, conscious awareness of the reality, how this world works, how this dimension works, right? Going, okay, let me use it to my benefit. The first step for me personally that I always advise people is do the emotional and inner healing. You need to be healing your traumas. You need to be sitting with your fears by meditating and visualizing, right? You need to be healing your inner child. You need to tap into your divine feminine, your divine masculine. You need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to isolate and sit with yourself. Let me give you a breakdown of what I do. I'm hoping you guys are of an age. Disclaimer, I don't want no parents sending me no nasty DMs. And I'm not trying to say you guys have to do this, but you're here to listen to what I have to say. This is my experience. I personally, at 19, when everything I just said to y'all, it clicked for me with nobody guiding me with this stuff. I said, oh, damn, how am I supposed to meditate? I could barely focus, right? So this is what I did. I started smoking weed. It's just honesty.
Yeah.
I jumped into the cannabis world because I was like, you know what? Y'all act like it's so good. Go on and give it to me. Let me see what I can do. I consumed cannabis. Y'all probably don't want to hear this, but I'm telling you, this is my truth. This is what you're here for.
Here's the thing. This is your journey. And like I said before, that's why I flagged first, right? Because what your journey might not be mine, but you might be able to liberate somebody in this comment to go and do what they need to do to get their mind right.
And,
you know
disclaimer, disclaimer, I'm not saying that you have to use a supplement or anything to connect to your higher source or your highest version of yourself or what created you. This is just what I thought I needed in the time. So I consumed cannabis, and let me dive into that. Normally when people consume cannabis, they let the high get high off of them. That is not the point. This is not to watch TV and giggle and have munchies. This was deliberately with the intent to focus and bring up that paranoia. When was the last time some of y'all smoked some weed? It makes you paranoid, right? That is your inner self speaking to you. That ain't the devil. That ain't no evil. That is you. That's your spirit saying, hey, boo, it's finally loud enough. You listening? You sitting with fear. You have not healed from that abusive relationship. You have not healed from your mom and your dad walking out your life. You have not healed from public humiliation, etc. And when that shit hit, I was like, oh, I can't run from this. Where the milk at? I was like, there ain't no milk. There ain't no cereal to have to get this high away. This is me talking to you. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. I say this to a lot of people. I don't trust nobody that run for themselves. If you can't sit with you, I can't fuck with you. So me knowing that, right? I was just like, oh yeah, I don't run from me. I might run from y'all, but I ain't gonna run from myself. So I sat there and I meditated. Now let me give you advice on meditation. It's not about.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause here. I see a couple people in the comments saying that smoking doesn't work for them. So what's something else? You're about to get into meditation. This is what helped me. So for anybody who couldn't resonate to the first part, we got options, baby.
We got options. Don't worry.
Yes, and for anyone who has more questions, be sure to submit them, and then I'll click on them, and then we'll go through. Perfect. But go ahead, baby. Let's get into it.
I sat there and I said, I'm not going to run from myself. And I sat there, crisscross applesauce, and I said, all right, Kaylen, what you scared of? What are you running from? What are we terrified of? And at that moment, it was present surface level stuff of like, I'm afraid that I'm going to realize without this abusive relationship, I'm nothing. That was terrifying to me. That was terrifying. I was like, I'm going to be broke as a joke. I'm going to be flat on my ass. And I had to sit there and make friends with that fear. So this is for the people who are okay with cannabis and you don't know how to meditate. These are the steps. Listen, I know I talk fast and I be giving words, but don't miss the process. Sit there with your fear. Close your eyes, roll them shoulders back, and stop being afraid of that high feeling. That is your inner spirit speaking to you and going, all right, you're finally tapped in with me. I need to tell you something. So get friendly with that fear. So ask the question, what am I fearing? The answer will come. Once you get your answer, you then want to be like, okay, so, but why am I afraid of breaking up with somebody that is abusing me? Why am I afraid of losing everything that I have? And it might be because I come from instability. You start to peel the layers back. And as you're peeling those layers back, all of that fear starts to release itself. And then you come to a clear, conscious mind, and boom. All right? This is the boom moment for the people who are like, I don't do cannabis, so this ain't working for me. With or without cannabis, the next step will be, this is a time to heal your inner child. If you can meditate and get that fear to come up and answer it, sit with it, this is when you go, okay, I'm fearful of losing everything that I got because it will make me feel like a failure because I'm so fearful of being out of control because that is my fight or flight, my defense mechanism. Let me heal this. I want you to envision your inner child. I need you to envision or grab a picture, break out of meditation and grab a picture of you from the ages of like 4 to 8. Look at that picture or just think about yourself. I love you, Kaylen. It's okay. It's all
Mm-hmm.
right. You're safe.
Yep.
There's nothing to fear.
Yep. And take
Understand
that
that it's
opportunity to reparent that inner child.
all right. That's one of the other
Mm-hmm.
options. Heal your inner child. Start talking to
Mm-hmm.
your inner child and having those really intimate conversations about what you are fearful of and your traumas and your triggers. All right, we're
Mm.
moving on to another one.
Yes, baby.
So
Let's get
she said, I see
into
comments. They
it.
said no cannabis. Oops.
Oh, no,
Um,
no, no, baby. You are free to talk about what you want. I'm just saying we're giving people options here just in case, because I don't want anybody to leave this live with more excuses than they came with. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Hello.
So other options would be,
Mm-hmm.
whew, okay, we got some deep ones. I'm trying to still
Let's go,
kind of stick
baby.
with the, I would have to say energy work. So like Reiki.
Mm-hmm. Love
Anybody
it.
ever heard of
Yes.
Reiki?
Me, I have a Reiki healer.
I need you guys to Google.
Yeah.
We may not have all the time because we could be here all day for hours going all these
Mm-hmm.
definitions of everything.
Yep.
Google Reiki energy healing.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
is going to
Reiki
be
is
the,
Reiki. Guys, for
yes, it
anybody who doesn't know.
is.
Yeah.
And I say that because we're focused on, in order to manifest you, how you gonna
Mm-hmm.
win if you ain't right within, okay?
Woo. Come
Lauren
on.
Hill, remember that. So we're focusing on inner work.
Mm.
We need to do Reiki, the inner work, meditation and visualization of the inner child. Let's do with Reiki because you guys have to understand chakras. Once again, our body, our aura field, we are energetic beings. So anytime you have a chaotic moment or a stressful environment or a negative experience, we attach that moment, the emotions from
Mm-hmm.
that experience, and
Yeah.
it carries with us.
Mm.
So if you're moving through life or you're 26 years old and you've never heard anybody tell you to go get some Reiki done and some energy work so you could clear and balance your chakras,
Yep.
all your trauma your entire life and what you got from your ancestors
Mm-hmm.
right here, and you're
Yep.
wondering why you are manifesting
Mm-hmm.
these negative experiences. It's like a broken record. It's a pattern.
Yep.
It's a pattern. Okay. Another thing that you guys can do is my latest, and I love this, emotional coding therapy. This is not your
Get
average
into
like,
it.
yeah, emotion code. I want you guys to go on YouTube and look up emotion code therapy by Bradley Nelson, Nelson. It is a white man. Don't be alarmed because I don't know where y'all at with all of that, but just intuition. If you feel you could trust it,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I just had to throw it
Yep.
out there. I don't want y'all being like, this bitch
Right.
just told me. I'm just saying. Emotional
Yes.
coding is the concept that what I just said, we are
Mm-hmm.
carrying all the emotions from every traumatic incident
Mm-hmm.
within this dimension of us living or this lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff carried from our father, our mother, and our ancestors. And so the concept is that there are 500 trapped emotions per person. So
Mm.
that might be, you'll have 200 trapped emotions of terror, etc., worthlessness, all this stuff that is
Mm.
blocking you from
Mm.
manifesting specific
Mm-hmm.
things. So let me ask a question. Have you
Yes.
guys ever felt like there's one thing that you just cannot manifest to save your life? I need to know in the
Yes.
comments.
Please let us know. I know it's not
Just
just us
yeah, no, just
because
do
it's
a
been
one,
me, sis.
a number
Yeah, give
one.
us
Let
a
me know if
one.
you feel that way. So
Yes.
the concept is, if you've been working on that subconscious mind,
Mm-hmm.
you've been healing inner child, you've been healing your trauma, you meditate, you visualize, you do the vision board, you do the
Mm-hmm.
affirmations, but god damn, it's that one thing you can't just get. This would be an extra tool, this
Yep.
emotional coding therapy.
Mm.
So the process is going over and asking your energetic field, what is blocking me? What trapped emotions are blocking me
Mm.
from manifesting, let's say, my soulmate?
Mm-hmm.
And so your body would be scanned, right? And I know this might
Mm-hmm.
get a little spooky. Some folks get a little scared, and I understand that.
No, it's
I
fine. Don't be
promise
scared,
you.
y'all.
But the shaman or the
Mm-hmm.
therapist, right, that will work on you will tell you things like, hey girl, you got terror trapped in you know, your heart chakra or your butt cheek, all right? And it comes from your mother and your father's paternal side from 2 generations ago. However, and it's because, and she'll say something so personal that a stranger would not be able to know about you and your family. Like, like she was a fly on the wall at your cousin's funeral. Like,
that's exactly what it's like, though, because that's what I haven't done emotion code therapy before, and I'm so glad you're sharing this with me, because now I've heard of it, but I haven't tried it. So now I'm like, okay, let's get into it, Kanique, because this is your sign as well. Like, just as much as I'm up here, I'm trying to grow and level up too, boo. And there are some things that I have some resistance against that I'm still trying to manifest. So let's get into it. But for me, that's what Reiki was. Like, I was like, oh, when I first met my boyfriend, I was so in the clouds, right? I was so in the clouds. And I didn't tell her about this. I was just like, girl, like, I'm up here. I'm floating around all the time. I don't know what's going on. I'm not even here. And when she was doing my Reiki, girl, she got down to my sacral chakra. She was like, girl, ain't nothing grounding you. What in the hell? We got to get. Honey, she brought out drums. I was like, what is happening? Because she was like, girl, there is nothing in your root chakra. Like, and because there's nothing in your root chakra, your sacral chakra is like off the chain. And then she was like, I was just floating. Y'all, not to get too technical, but I just want to tell you, I know what you're talking about.
So what she's like, let's not get too technical. Let's give you a little breakdown. So your chakras, right? Each one, so you've got crown, you've got third eye, you've got throat, you've got heart, you've got solar plexus, sacral, and root, right? Those are the basic ones. You also have back ones, but that's for another day, baby. So your intention with understanding that you're an energetic field and your mission here is to create the life you want to live, you have to balance those things, right? So, for example, what you were saying, root chakra, for those who aren't understanding, root chakra is going to be everything about how safe you feel within, you know, society, your skin, your finances, how you feel supported by yourself, the universe, source, everybody around you. And if that's weak, blocked, or imbalanced, you're going to have an experience of never having enough. You know, being fired all the time, or making ends meet, or things, you know, you make a connection with somebody and they're supposed to look out for you and it never happens. And it's a cycle that repeats itself. So the point would be, go to Reiki and clear all that out and balance those chakras and get them in tune so that you can start manifesting the things that you're really looking for. So now that we're talking about the energy healing, let's go over a few things. If you can't afford Reiki, or you don't know where to go, or you're uncomfortable, remember, we have options. Let's talk about binaural beats. Binaural beats, y'all are so silly with this B. Simone Go Studio content.
I was like, girl.
So silly. So just shady. But it's all right. You know, if you want to come this way. Hold on, y'all. So binaural beats, I want you guys to, one thing I always want to say, when you hear me speaking, do your own research, fact check every time, okay? But go on YouTube and type in binaural beats. If you cannot, BINURAL, binaural beats. Go on YouTube and type in, look, girl, they got binaural beats for headaches, for pregnancies, for menstrual, but let's talk about root chakra, right? We want to manifest money. You're tired of the struggle and you can't afford Reiki, or you don't trust going into the Reiki just yet. Go on YouTube, type in root chakra binaural beats, or manifest large amount of money binaural beats. And binaural beats are basically, it's just a frequency. It's a beta wave, it's a theta wave. Look into waves, look into frequencies. I'm going to give you guys a list before we get off of here of things to research, so that you can start really making this make sense. It's just one freaking IG live and I get it. Listen to 3, 6, or 9 hours throughout the day. I'll play it. I'll be working. I go to sleep with it. It reprograms.
It does.
Okay?
Opens you up.
It opens you up. It starts to balance those chakras. Another thing that you guys can do, you mentioned a sound bowl bath, right? You can listen to that. That's the same frequencies. I don't have it on me right now, but you can also use tuning forks, like tuning forks. And each tuning fork is the same as the binaural beats, same as a sound bath. There's different hertz and different ways to heal these chakras. All right. Are we moving too fast for everybody? Yes.
Let's
binaural beats.
Yes.
BEATS, like beats. Beats by Dre, you know. All right. Let's talk about visualizing. Okay.
Yes.
Let's say you're doing the inner work. You're doing the inner work. You're talking to your inner child. You're not running from yourself. Things are coming up to the surface. You're aware that majority of the time you vibrate on fear, and that's why you're manifesting all the negative things that you don't want. Because that's the point. I don't know if I made that very clear. The reason you are not manifesting the things that you desire that vibrate on the Oprahs and the Drakes and whatever else that you're trying to be in this out here in these streets is because there is a lack of support, and you're vibrating on fear. Vibrating on fear means you're always looking for the defense. You're expecting the worst to go wrong. You're scared to be praised. You're scared to be loved. You're scared to get a bag. Okay. So,
and let me pause, because when we're talking about frequency, I love that you started talking about some of the highest levels of frequency, right? Love and joy and happiness and peace. Those are there's this huge spectrum, and all of those things are at the top. And then the opposite of that is fear and doubt and anger,
jealousy, envy.
Envy. All of those things are really low on that same scale, and they have a really, really low frequency. So similar to what Kaylen is saying, if you're constantly angry or constantly have fear or you're doubting subconsciously what you have going on, it almost similar to what you can see what we're saying. It's impossible to tap in to that real feeling of joy and peace and love if you're operating on this low frequency, right? Low vibration. So the thing about manifesting, the key is vibrating at the same frequency as something. So that's why Kaylen is getting into these other frequencies of like your root chakra and love and peace and joy and alignment, all those beautiful things. They'll come when you get on that frequency. So what we're giving you now, Kaylen is doing such a fantastic job, thanks boo, of giving you tools that will naturally raise your frequency. So just to tie all of this together.
And I'm over here trying to make sure, because my mind goes a mile a minute. Like, did that make sense? A mile a minute? Yeah. So the point of me saying inner work is because, look, you guys can listen to me talk about surface level manifesting, right? Yeah. And it would be a disservice for me to not, like, the intent of our creation for us to be here is to be creators. Yep. The only way that you can create is if you understand. Like, I can give you fish, but I'm trying to teach you how to fish yourself forever. Right? If I don't give you the deep shit, right? That's the healing, so that you're always going to be high vibration. Because I started out with the temporary stuff, the surface level, like vision board for a purse, etc. I didn't understand. It would go away. I would be vibrating for 2 days. And I would get the things I wanted, but because I didn't heal the inner inside of me and reprogram the subconscious and even comprehend what all this is about, I couldn't keep it consistent, you guys. That is the point. You have to be consistent day in and day out of vibrating high enough to match your frequency. So before I get back into visualization, because I'm on this and I don't want to forget my thoughts, let's say you want a Lamborghini truck, right? I'm throwing a lot of superficial stuff out there. It's just coming to my head. Say you want a Lamborghini truck. Let me ask y'all something. Do you think a Lamborghini truck is on low vibration of anger, hate, jealousy, and greed? I don't know about that. Do y'all really think that? So if you want the Lamborghini truck, you're gonna have to heal yourself and reprogram that subconscious to constantly every day stay on the same level of. Give me some emotions that would match a Lamborghini truck.
Joy, love, happiness, peace, fellowshipping,
relief,
friendship, relief, all of that goodness, y'all, all of that goodness.
So you're gonna, do you know how hard that is when you were taught to vibrate down here on that bullshit and you thinking being surface level is going to maintain you. No, your custom, your habits, your dominant frequency because of your habits and your subconscious programming keeps you here all the time. So you getting Hondas or I'm not, look, disclaimer, none of these cars are bad, so don't try it. Buicks, you know, like you're not getting Lamborghini trucks. So we have to heal ourselves and get right so that once you go, oh shit, I'm over all this low energy stuff, I'm over here. Once you get on this flying level of Lamborghini truck, baby, it comes to you. There's no
Naturally,
more chasing.
It's quick. It's quick.
There's,
it's quick.
it
And
flows.
That's the real, it flows. That's the real tea, sis. That's why I wanted to create this platform in general, because I feel like as women of color, and you're in this life, right? So you know it's not a lot of Black people, Black women that are even into manifestation and the law of attraction. For every one Black person I see in this industry, I see at least 300 white people, and most of them are female. You know what I mean?
My mom's in here. Hi.
Hi, Mom. So, you know, that was enough for me to be like, you know what? I want to find people who are also looking to manifest and give them the tools so they can create their best life, right? Because what's the purpose in me having my best life if I feel like other people who look like me aren't having their best life also, you know? This is, honey.
Look, we're not even finished yet.
We're not even, but here's the real tea. It's already 8:45. How did we get here, y'all? Like, you have been preaching and I have been here with my notes. I hope y'all have been taking your notes because, sis, you are getting into it.
So look, let's go. I know I might be a little too quick with my mouth and my tongue. My thoughts go and then I'll be like squirrel and I forget things. So I'm trying my best. I know it's serious. It's serious. I have blonde moments genuinely. So no offense to the blondes. I love y'all, right? So visualizing. Let's get into that. Let's get into a few things, right? Woo, child, there's a lot. And I'm trying to give it to you guys in small time. So visualizing. Let's get back into meditation, right? We're comfortable with meditation. We know how to focus. Crisscross applesauce or laying down, however. Cannabis or no cannabis, right? For me, cannabis. I'm going to lay there, and it takes 17 seconds to program that dominant frequency. So if you can think for 17 seconds, just lay there and just envision seeing yourself going to the dealership, and signing the papers to that Lamborghini truck. How are you feeling? Is you in your bag? Is you city girls, or are you just so overwhelmed and crying of joy and giving thanks and saying, I'm so grateful? No, don't say I can't believe this. Let's talk about that. That's the details. Let's get into. Watch your words and the way that you think, right? So envision those things. But when you envision it, are you immediately going to, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Let's stop right there. That is awareness that your subconscious still needs to be reprogrammed. Because the very words, I just manifested something I've always wanted. I can't believe this. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I can't believe. Oh, damn, this is crazy. It gets taken right back because you are proving you really don't believe that you are worthy and deserving that you could do this. So get back whenever that happens in your visualization. Calmly stop yourself and go, okay, let's practice this. I can have the Lamborghini truck. I have the Lamborghini truck. Now let's get into words. I've always thought that I am, right? Starting out, I am affirmations are powerful. They are. It can get you in the momentum of practice. But what I'm learning is to speak in present tense. It's back to visualization, but not in meditation mode. You need to fake it till you make it. A lot of people don't like that phrase, but I'm just, for y'all to really
it's true. It's true.
We
because you have to vibrate on the frequency of what you want in order for you to get it. So it doesn't, your brain can't tell the difference between what you have versus what you're trying to manifest. So like, instead of saying like, I want this Lamborghini truck, similar to what you're saying, Kaylen, you sit down and you go, oh my God, I got this Lamborghini truck. Oh my God, like what? And you feel it and you go, I have been wanting this Lamborghini truck for years. I am so happy now that I have it. Look at how happy, and I deserve it, and I am worthy. and look at what I did with my mind. And one affirmation that I repeat all the time is, I welcome constant and multiple miracles. I welcome them. And when I
Girl,
started saying, let me tell you something.
you
I don't know when I found the affirmation, but when I started saying I manifest and I welcome right now multiple miracles, y'all, I kid you not, there will be days when like 3 impossible things would happen to me
watch
in
your
one
words.
second. Oh, catch me. 3 things that I would have used to think were impossible. But
Yep.
now I'm like, oh, okay, like this is me. Look at what I'm accomplishing with my mind.
Yep.
Like small, it's already 8:50. What is happening? Small mini detail. Y'all, I got fired from one of my jobs at 3:13. At 3:15, I had a call that hit my line, offered me $10,000 more a year. That's a miracle. That's a miracle. And
You go,
before it
girl.
happened, okay, what? Hey, Grace. But before
Yeah.
that happened, I would have never even thought something like that was possible. Like,
Yep.
oh no, I got let go. If I would have sat in that energy, or if I would have thought that's all I was, maybe. But I knew when I left the job, oh, something better is coming. I know it. 2 minutes. It was a 2-minute manifestation. Let me tell you about the power of God and the power of your mind. I'm going to hop off this pedestal, Kayla, and let you get back to it. But I just want to attest that, y'all, what she is saying is so true. It's true. It's true,
Look,
y'all. It's true.
I'm going to add to what you're saying. So, miracles, right?
Yep.
That's one of the newest things. So back to our words, right? Let's
Yep.
talk present tense. I have. I'm so grateful. Boom. I said it. Gratitude.
Yep.
Gratitude. Gratitude multiplies. So remember what I was saying earlier. You're trying to bridge the gap. You're in low vibration. You're not happy with your reality. You understand the way your mind works, and you're a creator, and you want to bridge that gap. You have to give gratitude for where you are and what your reality is. No more complaining about lack. No more complaining about, damn, my account just got overdrafted $35. You have to not see that anymore. You have to look at that and go, I didn't see that. I am so grateful. But don't do it sarcastically. You have to feel it. That's the difference. No sarcasm. It doesn't work that way. You have to just focus on what you want, even when it's not in front of you, and it starts to shift the momentum.
It does.
Gratitude multiplies things times 10. Then back to what you were saying, you started affirming, I welcome multiple miracles and blessings. That is something that's been new for me, right? We have to believe that miracles are natural. We keep trying to tell ourselves it's like, oh my gosh, like this sci-fi movie that I'm watching, or like some magic card trick in Las Vegas on the strip. Like, oh my gosh, miracles is just natural. If you can tweak your mind to believe that, like, yo, every time I wake up, before I even grab my phone, I know I got 10 emails talking about, here goes 6 figures for the month. Miracles are just natural. We have to train ourselves. So we're going into beliefs now. Think about all your beliefs. Let's go back to that Lamborghini truck. What are your beliefs? Money doesn't grow on trees. Money is evil, the root of all evil. To be materialistic means that I'm not a good person or a spiritual person to even want those things. That is you just defending all the trauma and the low self-esteem and the hurt and the pain. That's your defense mechanism, when in reality, the real you and the spirit within this physical body, this shell, is like, but girl, that's why we here. That's why he allowed us to create it.
You're here to live.
We're
baby.
here
You
to
are
have
here to
those
create
things.
your best life.
Stop holding yourself back. Those kind of thoughts don't get you Lambo. So we have to retrain those beliefs. We have to be like, yo, I'm throw out some affirmations that you have.
I use
to reprogram
multiple miracles. I am worthy. I give myself permission to live my best life right now.
Ooh,
I am loved. I give love freely. I give love and expect nothing in return. Those are some of the ones that I continuously tell myself, sis.
Let's
Because
talk
those are the
about,
things that I struggled with at first, right?
okay, I want to touch on that for me because you just said something that clicked, resonated, and the spirit's telling me to say it. Permission, right? Okay, look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My intent of having platforms and having a limelight and being famous, you know, A-list celebrity at some point, you know what I'm saying? I need to be iconic, you know what I'm saying? My whole purpose, I had to realize, is I've been seeking validation, right? And I had to, let's talk about it, because I know everybody seeks validation.
We could
whether it's
talk
with a
about
man,
this forever.
look,
Oh my goodness.
whether it's with a man or whatever, we're seeking validation, right? And so I had to sit with that, and I had to go, okay, if I'm seeking validation, what permission, the key word, permission, whose motherfucking permission am I waiting on to grant myself,
sis, it's
what
you.
I'm here to live?
Yep.
So
it's you.
To somebody that might be hearing that might be the word you just needed. Stop seeking outside validation and permission, because when I realized that, that's when I started manifesting, like, for real. Like, people in my life was like, yo, you on a roll, like, you be just left and right. It was that right there. I was like, oh damn, I be sitting here waiting for validation and acceptance from everything outside of myself. In reality, what created this whole universe, all of us, the world itself, me and you, is within me. And whether you call that God, Allah, Buddha, universe, to me it's all the same. So I'm not here to be disrespectful, but you know, it just be sitting there looking at us like, you big ass dummy. I'm sitting right here inside of you.
It's like, yo,
I got what you need.
I'm in you. So sis, I'm just waiting on you. I'm waiting for you to tap into this. And I'm gonna
permission.
Yes, giving yourself permission. And it's literally insane, because I feel like I could talk to you about this for another 17 hours, and we're already coming up on an hour's time. And over 50 people have been rocking with us for this entire live. So thank you guys, because wow, I just got so much. I know, and my heart is so full. So my heart is full. I feel like I got so much. I'm gonna give you a chance to give me your last couple of minutes of closing us out.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, you ready for this? Get your pen and paper. This is your research. This is your homework, so that after this IG live, you can carry this with you. Always fact check. Always do your own research. Okay. So I want you guys. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I want you guys to research subconscious mind and the effects of conditioning and programming. I repeat it. Research subconscious mind and the effects of programming and conditioning. The next one would be binaural beats. We talked about that. The next subject will be metaphysical. What does metaphysical mean? What is the metaphysical? I want you guys to look up law of attraction, the laws of the universe. Okay, do research on that stuff. Look up chakras. And if you guys are interested in all this, www.amazedbykate.com. I've been blogging about this stuff for about 5 years. Let's look up Abraham Hicks on YouTube.
Get into it.
Let's also look up and just get comfortable with how to meditate. I understand sometimes it might be a struggle. There's so many meditations and different variations on YouTube. And then also how to visualize. Just you know, instead of watching hair and makeup videos, visualization videos, how to see how other people are doing it. The way I described it may not resonate for you, but you're interested, and there's someone else that can give it in a way, or say it in a way, and teach you in a way that can get you rolling. So thank you, y'all.
Yes, thank you, baby girl. You wrapped us up so nicely. My heart is so full. Thank you so much for coming on and giving Soul Sister Network some time and some love. Guys, if you love this, just give me some hand claps, some pray hands in the comments. Please follow Amazed by Kay on Instagram. And for anyone who's coming from Kaylen's page, please follow Soul Sister Network. We would love to have you. This is literally what our page is all about. and we host this once a week, every week. This was
Nice.
incredible. I love you. I hope you can feel my love through the phone. We can
Love
hop
you
on
too,
a
girl.
phone call or FaceTime
I
or
know,
something,
we
girl,
do.
because we can get into it all day long. What's up?
Yes, let's do it. Let's do
Let's
it.
do it. Yes.
Make sure you text me. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm gonna text you tonight. What's up? But guys, thank you so much. Love you guys. I hope you guys got something great out of this. I took hella notes, and this will be up on Soul
I
Sister
was happy to
Network.
be here.
Yes, thank you, babe. And I will talk to you soon. And you guys have a
Bye,
beautiful
you
night.
guys.
Bye, guys.